I'm telling you, Jasmine Crockett, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's leading everybody to believe that she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I guarantee you, I mean, look, she's getting her name talked about every single day at this point. This woman, I mean, look, you're saying you're the front runner of the Democrats. You got to be careful about everything you say. Y'all know y'all put a microscope on everything now. So why wouldn't that happen to you? Y'all, look, we're going to look at it from two different points of view, satirical and also literal. First, satirical. Let's check this thing out.
Because we in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot-ass mess, honey. So yes.
Yeah, she's faced a lot of backlash since she's made this comment. She even responded to it, which is where I'm going to give my response to the literal perspective of this. But leaning on the satirical aspect of it, I'll just keep it real with y'all. I see a lot of, content creators kind of in their feelings about this, but I'm one of them people that just, look, man, we call them all, like, Democrat is the new insult. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so if we gonna dish it, we should be able to take it, right? If Governor Abbott, I don't know much about him or, where he's leaning or anything of that nature. I have no regard on his past whatsoever. However, seeing, right side or conservative side of media zero in on this and say that this is a complete act of indecency. Now, I will say this. I'll add this. You have to understand, if you're going to be somebody who's the front runner for the Democrat Party, everything that you say will be put under a microscope. It's just what it is. Somebody even wrote down here, Philip Anderson says she makes me embarrassed to be black. Oh, wow. Does Speaker Johnson have a spine to do something about it? Now, I will admit this, too. I could be ignorant. There could be a piece of information or a key point that I'm missing from this that makes me feel the way that I feel in that regard. I would love to know in the comment section. Y'all know. Let me know. I don't mind being wrong in front of any amount of people, When I'm gone, I'm gone, you know what I'm saying? So while I'm known, I'm going to be sitting here getting to know as much as I can. I don't know what I just said. Just act like I didn't say. Rep. Randy Weber has introduced a resolution to censor Jasmine Crockett after she called Governor Greg Abbott, who is in a wheelchair, Governor Hot Wheels, publicly. Nick Sorter also added, this along with literally assaulting a journalist this morning should lead to the exclusion to Crockett is a disgrace. What does exclusion mean? Y'all know I got to go look up the word. Wait, where'd it go? Hold on. Where did it go? Exclusion refers to the act of forcing someone or of being forced to leave someone. Oh, hold on. Let me say that one more time. Exclusion refers to the act of forcing someone or of being forced to leave somewhere. It can also refer to the punishment of making someone leave their school, organization, or country because of their behavior. Got it. I don't know why my eyes decided to be lazy. But yeah, Rep. Randy Weber said, look, dog, we're going to look, what's up? You know what I mean? We need to hold somebody accountable real quick. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be her? I got you. Got Jasmine Crockett. Trump going to respond under this post. Excuse me. By saying Crockett's actions are absolutely reprehensible, mocking Governor Abbott's disability and then physically assaulting a journalist. This goes beyond partisan politics. It's a complete lack of decency. Censure is just the start. Exclusion should be on the table. There's no place in Congress for this level of disgrace behavior. I'm just saying, like, I could be missing something, but I mean, like, I hear we call them names all day. I don't know. But is it because of her position that she's getting a microscope on this? Y'all know I'm all about being honest about hypocrisies and things of that nature. And also my ignorance on subjects as well. So I wish she's violating her hands. I will agree to that. And a literal danger to reporters trying to ask her questions. Oh, y'all gonna see that clip in a minute too. I promise I ain't gonna leave it out. But racism, Amuse posted. Jasmine Crockett says, Trump's team need a black woman in the room. every woman, first of all, you can't define a woman. Second of all, every woman that y'all said that every woman that he's around, black, white, or Puerto Rican, or Haitian, I can't remember the exact phrasing, but yeah, they pretty much said that they had low IQ. And every black woman that's around Donald Trump is often looked at as like, oh, he picked her for this reason and that reason. So what do you think we need you?
And then y'all want to come at us and act like people of color are the problem or that women are the problem? Like, baby, you probably need a good black woman in the room who can check you and tell you that, first of all, you shouldn't be doing this shit on Signal or anything else.
Oh, wow. Sounds like she was talking to herself in reference to the first clip. Like, what? So when I hear this video, I hear black women are the only one who could check anybody in the Trump administration. What? That's racist. Imagine Donald Trump saying, hey, you're white. You can't check me. You need a black woman in here. What? And then there'd be a whole special about how he racist for doing that. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Now, we got my guy, CJ Pearson. He got a message for you now. He say he got something on his mind for you. And I'm with him on this.
What's up, Jasmine, Crockett? CJ Pearson here. On behalf of the black community, can you do me a favor? Can you shut the hell up? No, seriously, I'm genuinely asking. Can you shut the hell up? Because every single time you open up your mouth, you set black people back at least 10,000 steps. At least 10,000 steps. And what's so offensive about you is that the Democrat Party thinks that you are the type of person that can convince black people to do anything. They think that if they trot out some ghetto Barbie who uses bad grammar, acts a little hood, gets a little ratchet, that all the black people are just going to listen to everything you say.
Unfortunately, this statement is true and false at the same time.
Everything you say. And I gotta say, I knew the Democrats were pretty damn racist, being the party of the KKK and all, but I didn't know that they were this damn racist. I didn't. They truly had me fooled. And so every time I see them pushing you out and telling you that you are now the voice of the Democrat Party and the voice of black America, I am deeply offended in a way in which I don't even know if I can put to words right now. But I'm not only offended by the fact that they think that this is how they should be reaching and talking to black people, I'm offended by the fact that they're using a fraud to do it. Oftentimes black Democrats and black liberals like you, Crockett, like to say that black Republicans like me are fraudulent. But guess what, Jasmine? I've never pretended to be anything that I'm not. But you pretend to be everything you're not every single day. You throw on that great value wig. Yes, like you didn't grow up going to private.
I mean, that's my point proven right there. Like,
as you rail against school choice. You act like you didn't go to a ritzy college. You act like you've just been out in the streets, that you're about that life. You're a congresswoman, Jasmine Crockett. You're not about any kind of life. We know who you are, and we know that you are not like us. So stop pretending, Jasmine.
Hey.
The jig is up.
My guy went to, he met her where she was at. He used her theme song right now. Ooh. CJ Pearson, man, this guy's incredible. I've been seeing his journey for the last, I think I've been put onto his content for the last 4 to 5 months. I know he's running for a position in government as well. I can't remember exactly right now, but incredible individual right here, man. But again, this go ahead and proves my point even further. Like I said, I could be missing a piece. Like, she is a part of Congress, so there's that. And could be an element, but being in my feelings about her saying that, could it be seen as indecency? Sure. Yeah, but this is America. Now, if she was speaking on other stuff, I don't know. I'm just not in my feelings about it. Like, I'm just not hurt. I'm sorry. You boo-hoo about it, cool. I'm not mad that you mad. I'm not upset that you upset in any kind of way. You feel how you want to feel. Democrat congresswoman Crockett is utter trash, Libercrat says. Why hasn't Speaker Johnson begun an exclusion process, excuse me, for this member who is openly calling for violence against American companies and now assaulting reporters on camera? Now, before I even play this, I got to figure out which mark it was. Okay, I'm going to stop this at the 24 mark because I do not want this video to get taken down because they like, hey, violence. Yeah, it get like that, y'all, for real.
Hello, Congresswoman.
Horse manure. Well, that sounds like fun.
Wait, Congresswoman Crockett.
But it sounds.
Congresswoman Crockett, you were recently on a Tesla takedown call calling for violence on the 29th.
Here, right?
Would you like to clarify your comments?
As you can see.
Congresswoman, will you
So
condone?
boom, right there. We're going to stop it. We ain't see nothing. Ain't nothing happened. But this is the assault they said took place on a journalist where she smacked down the camera. It's not looking good for you, Jasmine. I'm just saying, if you're going to play by the rules that you out here, creating. I mean, if you're creating these rules, you got to figure out a way to play by them. Sure, you just touch somebody's property. We're on the technical level now. Forget the intention, forget the context. On the technical level, you just yanked somebody's property. Oh, man, you ain't in your feelings about that, but you want to bring this up. Hey, I'm not saying I'm in my feelings about it. I'm just saying anything could happen. You could have broke that man camera, anything. And that right there, I don't agree with. So, yeah, I got a problem, Somebody says a violent thug. She needs to be expelled now. What else? She should be arrested immediately. I do feel like some consequences do have to come to her recent actions, though, involving Tesla and how she's definitely being a key factor in inciting a lot of these protests. Protests for sure, but the vandalism aspect of it is where it becomes. What else we got here? This has gone too far. The left has been getting away with this for over a decade. This gets my blood boiling. Thanks a lot of PTSD. Anywho, let's go ahead and move on real quick, y'all. Should Jasmine Crockett be kicked out of Congress for inciting violence and then following up with an assault? She doesn't seem fit to serve Congress. Yeah, Laura Luma ended up, posting that video earlier and breaking the fact that Jasmine Crockett went in and smacked that thing. Now, then this video was posted right alongside of it that it's just not making the case for Jasmine, at
You go
all.
clean off on him, right? I think that you punch. I think you punch. I think you're okay with you okay with punching. I think, and I love Colin, and I think towards the end he started to punch a little harder. But, it's Ted Cruz. I mean, this dude has to be knocked over the head, hard, right? There is no niceties with him, at all. You go clean off on him, right?
Now, again, she could be talking metaphorical, or not satirical, of course, but you go clean off, you gotta woo. She could be talking about a debate or whatever, right? But let's play by the Democrat rule book. What would they do in a moment like this? Please. 13 minutes and 41 seconds. Put the timestamp and let me know your thoughts on that. Matter of fact, I'll give you a little time. Cool. You're like, right, hold up. That ain't enough time. Hey, at least you're already in the motion. Just then, she blasts Trump supporters. Yeah, she's made her response. She just responded to us saying that we are misinterpreting what she said when she referred to Greg Abbott and as Governor Hot Wheels. Oh, by the way, I should have said this at the beginning of the video. I'm not taking up for her in no way, shape, or form. Crockett said she is appalled that people think she was referring to his wheelchair. Wait. This is the moment where it becomes what? What? You literally called a man who is in a wheelchair Governor Hot Wheels, and then you make the claim that you were not referring in any way, shape, or form, you implied, to him being in a wheelchair? Huh? That makes sense. I ain't got my whiteboard today, y'all. See if I can expand this for y'all. Nope, if I do that, it's gonna do that. Okay. No, I'm sorry, I'm just got to read it to y'all. I promise you, I'll work on this aspect of it. I have to make sure we all able to read together. But her response says, I wasn't thinking about the governor's condition. I was thinking about the planes, trains, and automobiles he used to transfer migrants into communities led by black mayors, deliberately stoking tension and fear among most vulnerable. Did she have the nerve to talk about migrants? Did she just have the nerve to bring up illegals that aren't that aren't in her, like, in the context that? Okay, literally, the next line I said, I'm going back to reading, by the way. She says, literally, the next line I said was that he was a hot mess, referencing his terrible policies. At no point did I mention her or allude to his condition. So I'm even more appalled that the very people who unequivocally support Trump, a man known for racially insensitive nicknames and mocking those with disabilities, are now outraged. I wasn't outraged at all. I'm over here like tripping at the fact that you lying right now. Gonna sit there and act like they act like we just. They act like, bro, they just act like. They act like they act like we're them. I'm over here stuttering like a mug right now. TikTok brings the receipts. Now, this is something a little different. Now, we're going to take a little side detour real quick. We got my guy, Officer Tatum, in a building. Jasmine Crockett filed $40K in earnings as an attorney the last 2 years, yet made $9 million in net worth from 3 stocks.
All right, let's go to Jasmine Crockett real quick, who's a complete mindless woman. One thing you can't be is ghetto and mindless. If you're going to be ghetto, you got to be smart. And this is specifically, because I'm going to go through this before we play the clip. This is specifically to Jeremy that sent me a inbox. And you know I'm talking about you. You gave all that rant and riffing and raving. She's smart. She went to a university. She got her own law firm. She got her own law firm. Let's talk about some numbers. Let's talk about some financial disclosures. Now, her law firm, Crockett Law Firm PLLC, filed $26,000 of earnings and $14,000 of earnings the year before. What kind of law firm are you running that you made $26,000? For those of you who know anything about lawyers, and family law is probably the worst, and I don't know what law she's practicing, but I don't even want to tell you how much I paid. I paid almost $100,000. I'm still mad. In a custody case that I had, where there was no dispute other than money. Some people go all out for money. They want money. Almost $100,000. That's just me. And I don't know how much she paid. So that's 2 people that paid well over $100,000. Ma'am, you don't have 2 clients that you represent in anything? $26,000 is I don't know what to call that. It's probably laundering a little bit of money through that thing. She definitely ain't got a real practice that's bringing in any real business. But the real question is, before I play this video, is that where does she get her money from? I want to put this in context before y'all hear this fool talk about Elon Musk and crooked stuff and all that. How did you make your money for real, Miss Crockett? Because last time I checked, your salary is $174,000 as a House of Representative, Ooh. Which is the standard salary. It's estimated her net worth is $9 million from real estate and stock investments. And what is her stock investment portfolio? Because we got the financial disclosure right here. What is her investments in? An energy company, MGM Resort, and Moderna. How did she somehow become so successful in this? Somebody say insider trading. I would argue that she's probably doing a heck of a lot of insider trading, if you ask me. You look at her state income tax, or state salary, she filed $2,400. And the year before that, $55,000. She ain't making no money in any other earnings that we know of other than being a House of Representative. But then somehow she worth $8 million from stocks. And you go look at all of these House of Representatives, look at all of these people in Congress that are worth exponentially more money than when they started. What do they all got? Investment in day trading. And, I mean, not day trading, but putting this stuff in the market, probably insider trading. All right, let's listen to what this. I'm not gonna. Don't say it, Brandon. Don't talk about people because you're supposed to be a Christian. Let me, Representative Crockett. Let's roll what she had to say. Roll.
As it relates to X, he has never made a profit since he bought X. In fact,
I'm glad that we didn't have to go through that. Listen, Jasmine Crockett, you got a lot of explaining to do, man. I mean, that's a big leap. Usually it's like, oh, we don't care about nobody's finances, but that much money? You go from 40K to $1 million. Dang, that's insane. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I mean, anything is possible. I think I've said everything I've had to say here. Thank you guys for coming to tune in to yet another episode. If you are a patron, please hit me up, man. I'm trying to figure out what content I want to put on there this week. Didn't get a chance to drop anything last week, so I want to do something that y'all want to see. Also, I want to be a little more consistent. We're gonna have a meeting real soon so that we can get some time stamps and get some routines going and everybody be on the same page. Wouldn't that be better? I need to start having my videos come out at a certain time and whatever. But y'all, go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. And then go click on the next video.